once again, good morning to everyone, and good morning to Sefa. Pleasure to introduce Sefa, who is the area sales manager for Yenar, Turkey, and he'll be giving us a presentation on the rollCare profile measurement device. Sefa, welcome. Karibu sana.
Yes, welcome, Mr. Kamal. I just share my screen. Hi everyone, I am Sefa and the area sales manager of the Yenar company. We as Yenar producing mainly sheet iron rolls for mills for 26 years. And we have been combined our roll knowledge and power in the roll manufacturing in 2013 to produce a roll combined folding and grinding machine. Besides this, we produce one device that measures the profile of the fluted rolls, because other device on the market is not good enough for our requirements. So we have designed the latest innovation from Yenar R&D Center is the rollCare profile measurement device. The rollCare profile measurement device is the only one device designed using laser technology that able to check the roll profiles. In the mills, as the pollutes of the rolls wear out over time, you more squeeze them more to get as much as possible you can. Wearing out the pollutes affects many parameters in the mill, such as yield capacity, energy consumptions, and product quality. And one of the other issue is that nowadays most millers determine the time to change the rolls by their personal experiences with the such device on the market. In the some of the mills also there are some refluting machine, but you cannot control the operators how they are refluting your rolls as per your requested like flow sheet. However, Yenar have a solution to be able to check the fluid profiles with the rollCare profile measurement device. It allows you to determine the rolls are worn out or not. This is our device. It's very small pieces. It's just only 20 centimeter. And what I will explain what our device is measuring on the fluted rolls. Our device measures the sharp angles, as you see, like A, and dual angles, length, depth of the flutes, the radius of the deepest point, pitch, and the fluid area of the fluted rolls. You can measure all these parameters with our device by laser. So the specification of the rollCare, as I told you, we are using laser technology, and thanks to this innovative new design device is super high resolution data with the excellent accuracy and rapid data connection. The accuracy is only 5 micron. And secondly, the software is designed by our experiences of the roll businesses. So it's very easy to operate and capable of the powerful analyze. We have also battery, so millers can control and measure the profile of the rolls while sitting in the mill operator rooms. And thanks to rollCare wireless connectivity and recharge ability, the solution needs one full charge to be able to use for at least 12 hours. The solution is also portable, so we are providing this device with the carrier bag, so you can carry wherever you want, and it's just only 2 kg. So it's not very big, heavy, dirty. And even you can export your result, like a rolled report, technical report, as a PDF format or a DXF format to keep easily profile record of the each polluted rolls. And there is no diameter range for the rollCare, so you can use this device on the flour milling rolls like 250 millimeter and 300 diameter of rolls. And you can verify all types of the flute style in the rolls, especially when you are measuring like fine cut, like which means that 14 flutes per centimeter for 200 millimeter diameter is for these rolls is very difficult to measure the flutes of the rolls. So you can use this device also on the fine cut rolls. And we are using this device, as you see on the attached photo, we are using on the roller mills. It's, as I told you, it's very small pieces. So on the roller mill, so you can use it like this. Secondly, you know, here is our combined roll folding and grinding machine. So you can, and if you have any folding machine, you can check the flute status of the rolls while actively fluting on the fluting machine. In the flute circle, the most important thing is that the length value and the depth value. So you can control the length or depth of the actual profile of the rolls, then determine is okay or still need to continue to flute, like to flute process. At least you have one chance to take off the roll from the machine. You can put our device and you can see the length is okay. Measure the length value on the manual microscope that you can find on the market very easy, like microscope. You can check the only length value, not you cannot control the depth of the flutes, which is like with the microscope. So the depth value is also very important, and you can use, for example, when you order any fluted rolls from your roll supplier, then you can check your supplier. For example, your rolls are fluted as per your flow sheet or not. You can control your supplier also with this device to measure the rolls. And lastly, one of the most important things is also you can measure the carbide ankles before fluting operation. For example, you can see we have some special apparatus to measure the fluting carbide, because you are sharpening and you don't know how you precise sharp, like if the ankles of the rolls, like let's say 30-65, but you are not sure it should be like 31 or maybe 66 instead of 65. So you can check whether ankles are correct or still need to sharpening or adjustment. And also, I will explain how our device is working. Sorry, how our device is working on the process. The rollCare, we have some magnets on the bottom of the our device, so you can just stick on the roll and the rollCare device transfers the profile to the computer via wireless. So just this process just only takes 2 or 3 seconds to take the profile from roll to the laptop. And as you see here, we are using, as I told you, we are using laser technology, so you can skin all the fluted flutes from the surface of the rolls. And for this device, no need to be a professional, because we have designed this software very easily to use for every people. Right now, I will explain how we are using in this process, but I will make if it is possible, I will make make a demo. Here is our software of the profile measurement device. So here you can see the roll profile, the real actual profile, it comes from the rolls. So here we have some buttons here, and if you want to measure the ankles, just you have to push here to take 3 points from the right side to the left side to make a circle to find the center of the roll, and I need to get 2 points for each ankles to measure the ankles of the sharp and dull ankles. You can see here you have measured like first and the second ankles of the real ankles like this. And if you want to measure the depth, just you have to push calculation area, the depth area, come here, and you can get 2 points for the toughest point. Then you can calculate the depth of the, like this is the depth is 1 mm. And if you want to measure the length, just you have to push here, and whenever which fluid you want to come to measure, let's say here, from here to here properly, you'll see here and apply. Right now you have measured the ankles, the first and second ankles, depth, and the length value. These are the real value of the rolls. And after that, you have to input data of your flow sheet. Like, let's say, for example, for these rolls, let's say for the passage, let's say B1 or B2, the operator we have, if it's not necessary to input all these data, but just only for the in the future, just keep a record. Let's say, for example, who flute these rolls in the meals. Let's say Sefa. And customer, you can also customer input names, and roll position is like rear roll or the front roll, where you measure it, roll serial numbers, let's say something. And here, you have to input your flow sheet. Let's get your flow sheet and input your real theoretical value. Let's say, for example, the flow sheet should be 30. Second ankle is 65. Length value is 0.3 mm, and these values are calculating automatically from the software. Roll diameter you have to input 250 mm. And number of the flutes on the total circumference 250. Then when you come here, it's calculating automatically these values, and here as a percentage also. Let's say save, then close it. Here there is a one button. It's theoretical. If I push here, the software is automatically overlap two profile. Your real profile, and it should be like this, the theoretical one. You see here, it comes here, and if I move like a little bit here, you can see the red value. The red one is your theoretical one, and the black one is your real profile. It comes from the roll. So you can see the deviation here, and you can check also. You can check it also like ankles here. It should be like 30, but the real one is 31. And second ankle has to be 65 according to your flow sheet, but your real value is 64 degree. So here we have also one button to take a picture. Just rasterize. Which means that take a photo, apply it, then save PDF format. You can see here for these customers, for meal A, for this serial number of the rolls for first break. This is the picture of the profile, and here is the very important things for us. 1.73 3%, which means that this roll is perfectly polluted according to your flow sheet. And as per our experiences, more than 20% of this value, like wearing out, which means that need operation. So you have to change your rolls because this means that the value is very high. So you have to change your rolls and repolute it or make it a new one. So we are checking this value, and you can see also, for example, let's say sharp angle has to be 30-65, but the real one is 30 and 64.1 degree. As I told you, we are using high accuracy laser technology, and if you can see here how many digits we have after point, like as I told you, 5 microns we have accuracy, and you can save this. So as I told you, you can save this page as a PDF format or DXF format. And I want to show also one thing. This is the profile, comes from the roll. And if I click here, you can see how many points we got from the laser. As I told you, we are using high accuracy laser. So you can follow the real ones. You see more than 1,500 points we are receiving data from the roll. So this is the real profile of the fluted roll. As I told you, the rollCare is working like this. You are putting your this device to the roller mills, to the fluting machine, to the rolls, then transfer to the data from device to the laptop just only 2 seconds. Then you are managing your profile, you are measuring, you are seeing all the data on the laptop. And I explain here. I explain here. As I told you, you have to input your data, and the machine is calculating automatically the deviation. Then you can see what is the deviation, what is the wear out profile. So here, as you can see, you can take a technical report from the software, and I have added some. I have attached some example profile, wear out profiles. For example, we did like this. This means that wear out is nearly 0%, which means that new polluted according to your flow sheet profile. This is like 20% is already wear out, and you can see the deviation like this. And if it is like nearly 80%, which means that nearly finished of the rolls, and you can see like this. This should be like this, but this is the real. The black one is the real wear out, 80% wear out of your rolls. So here we have one graphic here, and I will explain this graphic. If you can check like green line. Green line is for the B1 power, and these are showing us the corrugation wear percentage. And as per our experiences, the corrugation wear is increasing. If the corrugation wear is increasing, the power and the force, that means you have to squeeze your rolls like this, and related to energy consumptions is increasing. Yield capacity here is energy consumption is increasing. Otherwise, when the rolls are wearing out and the product quality is decreasing, the output capacity is decreasing. So that's why we are offering you our device to measure your rolls by not visually, by the technically, so you can see what is the deviation of the rolls. Then you can calculate your energy consumption, because nowadays so most of the millers, when the amperemeter of the roller mills is going up, that means that the rolls are already wear out. So if the rolls are wear out too much, the energy consumption is too much. So this device we are offering to decreasing the energy consumptions, the product quality is increasing. At least pre-maintenance time you can determine the pre-maintenance time because at least you can understand which roll is on the critical point, which roll is wear out already, and which roll is in the good condition. You can check with our device. So I want to thank you for everyone to listen to me, and if any question I can answer.
Sefa, thank you very much for your interesting presentation. I think we still have some few minutes to go, and so what I'll do is I'll kick off the question and answer session now with a couple of questions that I have, and then we'll open up to the floor for any questions from the audience. So for the first one is, Sefa, we have a few more devices in the market from other competitors within the milling industry. What sets your device different from the other ones?
There is some device on the market to be able to check the roll profiles. As I mentioned on my presentation, first of all, you can use the magnifier glass. You can find easily on the market, but with this device you can measure only length value. So as I told you, our device is measuring the sharp angles, dual angles, radius, the deepest radius, depth, and the length value. So with this magnifier glass, just only you can use length value. Secondly, we were also using contour measurement device. You can also you can find on the market is a professionally measurement device. You can measure the roll profile with contour measurement device, but in this case the problem is that probe, we called probe, the thing is that is moving like this on the surface of the rolls, but the problem of the probe is cannot reach the bottom of the value. So you can see the bottom, because the how can I say, for the fine cuts, which means that 900 flutes, 700 flutes on the circumference, these flutes are very fine flutes. It's very thin flutes. So the probe is not reach the bottom of the valley point here. Is not so. This one is, you cannot measure the depth of the flutes 100% is correct, because here you can see there is a space on the bottom value. And also lastly, you can measure this profile is optically, but this device works how can I say, taking a photo from the roll surface, but as far as the optic device is not placed in the face of the roll, the measurement incertitude will be high, because for example, this is the roll surface, and you are taking a pictures from at the ankle. So we are how can I say, we are saying that this is the surface of the roll like this. You have to take a photo from here to see what is the length, what is the exactly the flutes are, because we are taking at the ankle, and this will be create a parallax. So the length value will be won't be a parallel. So this gives you a false measurement. And on the optically, taking a photo device is, you cannot measure the depth of the flutes, because you are taking a photo, but you cannot measure the depth. You cannot see from the photo the depth of the flutes. So that's why we are offering our device with a high accuracy laser. As I told you, 5 micron accuracy we have. So you can, and as I show on my software, we are getting more than 1,500 points from laser. So as I told you, it's the most accuracies device on the market. We are saying that.
And in the interest of also the device, is there any limitation to the number of flutes, or how large or how small flutes it can measure? Any limitation?
The laser can measure a line of 4 centimeter from the roll surface, which means that nearly 14 flutes for B1. And if you have like 900 flutes on the circumference total, which means that 45 flutes from the surface you can take with the laser, then you can measure 45 flutes for 900 flutes per circumference of the flutes rolls.
Thank you. I'll hand over back to Sherihan, and we can continue with some of the questions that are from the floor. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Sefa, and thank you, Mr. Kamal. Now I've just read a few questions received on the chat. So from John, he's asking, interesting control device, cost of the device and maintenance costs, if any.
For the maintenance cost, we are supplying this device with the battery. As I told you, battery, so that you can use on the mills on the land, because we designed this device that our customers that you can use on the land, so on the roller mills on the land. Not only we haven't designed this device for the laboratory, so you can use whenever. That's why we have put battery for our device. And just for the maintenance costs, we don't have any, because we are providing the software, and we are providing the dongle license for. So if you have a dongle in the good condition, you can use this software for each laptop. So for the maintenance, we don't have anything for the replacement, any parts. So that's why maybe the battery we are using lithium battery. So maybe there is some also for the lithium batteries. How can I say, lifespan? But in this case, what we did, if any problem on the battery, so you can use just plug on the 24 volt. Then you can use also with the electrical. So that's why there is no maintenance, any maintenance parts. For the cost of the device, if I just share my information, the contact information, and if it is possible to send a mail, I can help to you. I'm always at your service.
Yeah, please add it, Mr. Sefa, into the chat, and then if anyone is interested, they will reach you directly. We received another question from Al Murair. Can the device be placed on the roller while it's hot, or does it affect the reading of the device?
It's not related to hot or this, because our laser is not touching the surface of the roll. So our laser is at least 6 or 7 centimeters is upper than surface. So it's not related, it's hot or it's cold. It's not related to our laser. So just we have aluminum case, special aluminum case for the rollCare device. So just you can put, it doesn't matter, it can work.
All right, thank you. And one more question from Faris. How long does it take to make one measurement?
Just only two seconds to get the profile from roll to the transfer to the surface, to the software. Just only 2 seconds. Just
right.
you have to turn on the device, and if it is okay, just you can see also laser line, and just you have to open here. I can as I told you, there's a one button to open the sensor. Just you have to push this button to open the sensor, then you will see the profile. Then you can take the profile to your computer. Just takes 2 minutes.